One of the most common questions that we receive at RMCC is transfers, discrepancies, and rejections. How do we handle this? When do we know a discrepancy is significant enough to reject a shipment? And with this comes a lot of different variables, a lot of different use cases that can happen, but I'm just going to speak high level and hopefully I cover the majority of the basis. RMCC's best practice is if there is ever a shipment that the physical inventory is greater than 3% of what is virtually recorded within that Metrc package tag, you should just reject it. Do not use that quantity received feature within Metrc. You should just reject the package. And the reason why you should reject the package is the minute that you accept that manifest within Metrc and sign that manifest, you are validating that everything within that transfer and everything within that manifest is 100% correct. And if it is not 100% correct, you should reject it and make the originating licensee correct that discrepancy before sending you a shipment that is 100% accurate. If you do have to reject, you do need to go through the physical workflow. So when you reject a package within Metrc, that physical shipment needs to go back with the originating licensee. You also need to document this on the manifest. So on the manifest, you need to do a few different things. First, you need to sign where you are rejecting. So there's a little field that says rejection on the manifest. Second, you need to highlight the tags that you are rejecting. I also suggest that you put your initials right next to that Metrc package tag as well. Third, the vehicle driver, what they should do is cross out the route instructions and then provide as much detail as you can for turn-by-turn instructions back to the originating licensee, taking into account your additional stops for the day. This will be an additional safeguard in case if you ever got pulled over. Operators are not taking the physical shipment back to the destination license. And when they do not take that physical shipment back to the destination license, but the originating license actually did reject that package virtually, you now have a discrepancy in your inventory, because if that physical shipment does not go back, but you rejected that package virtually and that manifest virtually, then now you have physical records within your facility that is not virtually within your Metrc, which is a big compliance risk. We also get asked a lot about the quantity received option within Metrc, which in my opinion is another compliance risk. And the reason for this is a few different things. So for an example, let's say I am the originating licensee, you are the destination licensee, and I am shipping you a product with 20 units in it. And you physically receive 15 units, but the Metrc package tags say that there are 20 units in there. Well, we are already over our 3% significant discrepancy threshold for physical inventory versus what is virtually housed within that Metrc package tag. If you did not reject that package and instead you recorded that you received 15 units in the quantity received field, what happens to those 5 virtual units is they essentially just disappear. They do not retroactively go back into the parent tag in the originating licensee that created the child tag for your shipment. What we do is a few different things. One, the originating licensee needs to keep close to the eye on the little envelope in the top left-hand corner within their Metrc screen. That is a notification center alerting you when the destination licensee adjusts their manifest. So when you drop down that little envelope, you can see the manifest number. You can also see the Metrc package tag. And when you select that and go to the manifest, you'll be able to see what the destination licensee adjusted. So what you need to do for this example, we, as an originating licensee, receive a notification. We go and see the manifest. We see that the destination licensee said that they received 15 units when I sent 20 units virtually. So that means that technically my parent tag that I pulled to create the child tag for the shipment, that parent tag should have 5 more physical units within that parent tag, because virtually I pulled out too much weight into that tag, but physically I did not send that same amount. So what I need to do, go find that parent tag. I need to verify that count on that parent tag, talk to any supervisors, make sure there wasn't anything else that was missing potentially out of that parent tag and sit somewhere else physically. And then from that tag, after I validate, yep, I have 5 extra units, I'm going to adjust that parent tag up and say that that was overpulled. And within my notes, I'm going to say overpulled with, put the child tag that you sent into the shipment, and then you're going to say on, put the manifest number, or put the license number. So essentially within this note, you are communicating, I overpulled this parent tag, I virtually pulled too much weight into the new child tag, and the destination licensee caught it, and when they caught it, they put the correct quantity that they received. And so now I need to reflect my current inventory to make sure that it matches my physical inventory records. And within that note, I also want to over communicate what child tag, what manifest, and who the destination licensee was. So that way I can clearly identify and rectify what these discrepancies are and why it occurred.